Hi, Leo. Let's do a relationship check-in. I don't know how it's going to come out yet, if it's going to be like a he said, she said, what's your concern? I just kind of throw some cards out and flow with it and find out what needs to come out. I just like the cards flip out and then I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. But yeah, so I'm Michelle B. Oh yeah, first I should say, if the title resonated with you, then there's a chance that there's something that you can learn from it. But anyway, I'm Michelle B, and if you love my energy, make sure you subscribe, because even though my readings are really short, I post readings for you 2 or 3 times a week. So there's always some messages. You just check it out whether or not you feel like this is something I need to hear once you're subscribed. Okay, so here we go. So far, I've got the Page of Pentacles that came out. It's in the reverse. It's like, why are things going so slow? Let's look at another person's perspective in here. Why are things going so slow? And I feel like Leo's like the one's like, why aren't they calling me? Why is this moving so slowly? So let's look at the other person's perspective. They're like, okay, so they just got out of a connection where they felt like they were kind of ripped off. Okay. Okay. That's why they're going so slow. It's because they're like not all into, they're not, this person's that you're thinking of is not in alignment with the same future that you are. Okay. So, I know that happens all the time. Like, I mean, it's happened to me plenty of times where, I'm like starting to like warm up with somebody, but it's not like, a spoken thing. It's just a flirtation. It's just enjoying like seeing each other and being like, hey, what's up? And like gets to a point where it's like, oh, they got my number. They're going to call me soon. And I'm like starting to imagine all this like fun stuff. Like, ooh, what about this? What about that? But then, like, that's not exactly what's going on with them. It happens to all of us, right? But don't take it personally, Leo. It's not about you. You're like up here in the high vibe being like, yeah, let's rock it. Let's have fun together. And they're like, I don't know. I just don't want to get hurt again. And they're not going to vibe with you until they're in the, all right, let's have fun energy. And they're not. This was them right here, right? Walking away feeling like they got ripped off. They had their sword stolen from them. Okay. So they're not going to be vibing with you at this point. Could be in the future. Let's find out. Best advice. Oh, the devil was flipped the other way around, which is interesting because there shouldn't have been any reason for the devil to be that way. I wonder if this person has some kind of substance abuse problem. And that's something that keeps them from being able to be mindful about the passage of time. It's a really interesting thing what happens to people that are, not sober very often, is that they have some kind of other obsession that they're thinking about all the time. They don't have the same kind of grasp on time that some of the rest of us do. Also, if you're obsessing over this person, then you're not going to vibe with them either, okay? If you have an unhealthy obsession with them. So we got the Queen of Pentacles that's encouraging you. So this is advice going in your direction. This Queen of Pentacles is encouraging you to get in your I don't need to be in a relationship to be happy vibe, all right? That's the place you need to be in order to attract, excuse me, it's my coffee, in order to attract good vibes, right? And in order to attract it, in order to attract that loving, exciting, fun, sensual energy of having, I feel like it's you being the feminine and you're trying to attract the masculine towards yourself. But if you're thinking about them all the time and thinking about them all the time and being like impatient about it, that's not going to attract them to you. So that's not going to attract anybody to you. It's actually going to repel, because that's like that in the law of attraction. That's the opposite energy. It's like, I'm not getting it. When you're thinking, I'm not getting it, I'm not getting it, I'm not getting it, you're not going to get it. You're just going to keep not getting it. But instead, you're like, I'm pretty happy with my own company. I'm fun to be with. I love being with me. I'm so awesome. I'm so sexy. If you're in that vibe, just like, Who cares whether or not someone wants to hang out with me? Because I like hanging out with me. I think I'm very sexy. I think I'm very fun. You're gonna be like, it seems like it's the opposite. It's like, I love me, everybody else is gonna love me too. And if they don't love me, fuck it. Right? Fuck them. And that's what brings them, that's what grabs their attention. And it's like, sometimes people can feel like if you're too excited to see them, they might get the if they've been burned before by someone with a love bombing kind of vibration that came in strong, like, I'm excited to see you, I'm excited to hang out with you, but then they flipped to being like to being jerks. Really, they flipped into being burglars, essentially thieves. When once like love thieves, essentially, when they started out love bombing, they ended up flipping the script. If this person experienced that before, they're going to be really wary of it with you. So if they don't feel like you're like they don't want you to be like, I want to hang out with you, I want to hang out with you all the time. They want you to be like, I'm just happy doing my own thing, and sometimes we might connect while they're warming up, or while they're healing from this unhealthy connection that they had in the past. So I gotta leave it at that. I love you, Leo. Thank you so much for being with me. I'm so happy to have our time together. I really enjoyed doing that reading for you, and I will see you later on.